Rumpelstiltskin! Once upon a time, there was a poor working man who was very proud of his daughter. She was a pretty child, but her father thought she was the most beautiful child in the world. She was smart, she was sweet and nice and kind and good, but her father thought she was the sweetest, nicest, kindest, and best child in the whole wide world. The man loved to talk about all the wonderful things his daughter can do.
She can sing like a fish, she can sing like a bird. She can do anything, yes she can. She can bake a cake, she can speak Chinese. She can do anything, yes she can. And she can be straw into gold.
What? What did you say?
She can be straw into gold.
Wow! Did you hear that? We must tell the king. Straw into gold, what a wonderful thing. Straw into gold, we must tell the king. We must tell the king what a wonderful thing. So, when the king heard there was a girl who could spin straw into gold, he sent for her father immediately.
I heard you have a daughter. Yes, I do. A wonderful girl. I have heard many things about her. Yes, my daughter is a wonderful girl. I have heard that she can throw into gold.
Yes.
Well, we can.
Does she?
So she can.
Or doesn't she? Is it really true?
It's really true.
Can she do it?
The first thing, she can spin through into gold.
Well, yes.
Well, yes, of course she can. And bring it her
I must see
for myself. And she can spin straw into gold.
And so the father went home and told his daughter that the king wanted to meet her.
The king, he was meet me. Why?
He wants to see the king.
What? Me sing? Sing for the king? How can I sing for the king? What can I sing? How can I sing for the king?
1, 2, 3. The king wants to sing for himself if she can spin straw into gold. Spin, not sing. Spin, not sing. If she can spin straw into gold. Let's go, my dear.
Just go, my dear, and sing for the king. Go and sing for the king.
And so the father took his daughter to the palace, and together they waited for the king.
You
are the girl.
want so to spin straw into gold.
Straw into gold? Is that a new song? I don't think spin straw into gold.
I didn't
say sing. I said
spin.
spin.
She can spin straw into gold.
Straw into gold? Told you that I can spin straw into gold. Tell him, father, tell him please, I can spin straw into gold.
Tell him, father, tell him, please, she can't spin straw into gold.
Do the best she can, my child. Do the best she can.
So the king took the poor girl to a small dark room. She looked around and saw nothing, but saw straw and a spinning wheel.
Here
Here is the straw, and there is the wheel.
And there is the wheel. And it's straw into gold.
But I can't spin straw into gold.
You will try. If you can, you will die.
If you can, you will die. If you can, you will die. You must try, you must try. If you can, you will die.
What am I going to do? I can't spin straw into gold. Oh, someone help me, please. I can't spin straw into gold.
Someone somewhere help her, please. She can't spin straw into gold. The girl sat down on the floor and began to cry. Suddenly, the door opened, and in danced a tiny little man. Ching, 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 ching. He was dressed all in silver from head to toe. His silver stockings and silver shoes sparkled when he moved. He spoke to the girl in a friendly voice.
Hi, don't cry.
What? Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am, but who are you? Why are you crying?
I'm the simple country girl, but I must be thrown to work. Tomorrow I will die.
So you go, you tomorrow die, who told you that?
The king?
I see, but what you do for me, I give for you.
Oh, let's see. What can I give you? Here, my necklace. Take my necklace.
He took her necklace, put it in his pocket, sat down, and began to spin. The sound of the spinning wheel was so sweet. She fell asleep and didn't wake up until the morning. When she opened her eyes, the tiny man was gone, and the room was full of gold. Then the door opened, and the king came in.
You've done it again.
Strong to go.
Trying to go.
Strong to go. What a beautiful thing you have done for the king. Whatever you're doing, you must do it again.
Oh no, please. You don't understand. I can't spin strong to gold.
Oh no, please! You don't understand. She can't destroy the gold.
You did it once.
Do it again tomorrow or you die.
So the king took the girl to a large room filled with straw, locked the door, and left. She looked around at the piles of straw, sat down, and began to cry.
What am I going to do? I can't spin strong to gold. Please, dear man, can you do it again? Just
Come back and help me.
come back and help me, please.
In a moment, he was there, bouncing around the room like a tiny silver ball. Ding, 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 ding.
Hi, don't cry.
I'll help you.
I love you. But what will you do for me?
Oh, let's see, what can I give you? Here, my ring, take my ring.
And he took her ring, put it on his finger, sat down, and began to spin. The sound of the spinning wheel was so sweet, she fell asleep and didn't wake up until the morning. When she opened her eyes, the tiny man was gone, and the room was full of gold. Then the door opened, and the king came in.
You thought it again. As I've never seen anything in my life. You will again and make me my wife.
You're right.
Yes. For the rest of your life.
To your big king.
If you only knew, if you only knew.
You can do it.
Again.
You did it once. And now you can do it again.
Again.
Oh no, please! You don't understand! She can't be strong to go! And so for the third time, the king took the girl to a room even larger than before, and left her with a mountain of straw. She looked in every corner, hoping to find her friend.
Come out, wherever you are, whoever you are, I need you now, come back, wherever you are, I need you now, come back.
In a moment, he was there, bouncing around the room once again.
Please, dear man, can you do it again? Just one more time, then I'll be a king. You can say so. You can
see.
But what will you do for me?
I gave my necklace, I gave my rings. I'm nothing has
Left to give you now.
you now, but I'll be
When I'm
a king.
Yes.
Yes.
What will I get when you are queen?
Anything.
Anything.
Gold, silver, diamond, pearl. Keep them.
Diamonds,
Keep
your
them.
pearls. I will take your firstborn child.
My child.
Yes. Your child. Your firstborn child.
My child. Never. No.
If the answer is no, I will go.
Oh no, don't go. All right, you win. You have my child. All right, you win. Don't go.
So for the third time, the tiny man sat down and began to spin. The sound of the wheel was so sweet, she fell asleep. When she woke up, the king was standing next to her, and the room was full of gold.
Wake up, my dear. I am going to be queen. Wake up. You are going to be queen.
And so the girl married the queen. Dang, 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 dang. After a year, they had a beautiful daughter.
No.
Then one day, when the queen was in the nursery, the door opened. Your firstborn child, your firstborn child. He wants your firstborn child. Where is the child? Where is the child?
Where is child? The firstborn child. Oh no.
Oh no,
Not that.
not that.
Take anything.
Take anything but not my child.
You have promised.
Firstborn child.
You promised your child. You have come for your child. There must be.
There must be something else you need. Something else you want.
All right. If you like, we can play a game. But you have only one chance. You must guess my name.
You have 3 days.
Or the
Child is mine. Goodbye.
Wait.
Wait! Oh no! Just your name? What do you mean? Just your name?
What's your name?
Just your name?
How will I?
How will I ever guess your name? You have 3 days
To guess my name. Or the child.
Child is mine. Goodbye.
The little man was gone in a puff of silver smoke. The queen was left alone trying to think of all the names she could start with the letter A.
Ernie, Abby, Bobby, Billy, Carlos, Charlie, David, Dicky.
You have 3 days to guess his name.
3 days. 3 days.
Ernie,
Eddie, Frankie, Freddie, Gary, Jerry, Herman, Harry.
On the evening of the second day, the little man came and listened to the queen guess his name. Finally, he said, I'll give you a clue.
A feeling close. The star is off.
With R?
With R? With R? Let's see. Is it Roger? No. Learn? No. Richard? Robert? Lenny? No. Lemon? No. Ronnie? No.
And the second day ended with no more luck than the first. The queen sent her messengers all over the land to search for clues to the name. On the afternoon of the third day, one of her messengers came running into the palace.
The queen, I must see the queen.
Quickly.
Seat call.
I was sleeping.
I think in the forest.
I saw
I saw something there.
Quickly. What did you see?
I heard something there.
I heard something there. What did you hear? Deep in the forest, I found the I saw a fire. I saw.
Yes. What did you find?
I saw a man, a tiny man, a steamer, head to toe.
He said a word.
He said a word.
I've never heard.
Never heard.
What was the word?
No word again. No word again.
Rumpelstiltskin. Over and over again. Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin. So the messenger and the queen hurried to the forest and hid near the house. In front of the house, a fire was burning, and around the fire, a man was dancing, chanting, Rumpelstiltskin, Rumpelstiltskin.
Today is the day, tonight I take a young child.
The child.
The child is mine, I wanna be. Rumpelstiltskin is my name. Rumpelstiltskin is his name.
And the queen and her messenger hurried back to the palace to wait for Rumpelstiltskin. In the room,
You
tiny song. I've come from China. You have to guess my name.
Guess your name?
There's
There are so many names that starts with R.
Of course, there.
But I'll give you a clue.
The first letter is R, the second is U.
First is R, the second is U. R, U, R, U.
R, U, M, E, E, R, S, T, I, L, D, A, K, I. Rumpelstiltskin!
What?
How?
R, U, M, D, E, L, S, T, I, L, T, S, K, I, M. Rumpelstiltskin!
Oh no, I lost again. Yes, Rumpelstiltskin is my name.
And with his words, Rumpelstiltskin began to spin around and around and around. He fell to the ground in a cloud of silver smoke. Only a tiny silver button remained. The queen and the king lived happily ever after. And when the queen put her child to bed at night, she would show her the tiny silver button. Then she would tell the child her favorite story. The story of 1, 2, 3, go. Rumpelstiltskin!
Wow.